Well, we heard some pretty interesting reports about the Marvels. We got a new trailer prior to Comic-Con, but now we seem to have a potential delay headed our way because of the ongoing strike. Let's talk about the possibilities of that happening and whether I think there's any chance at all we're going to fall into this trap. Well, following the release of last week's trailer, the Captain Marvel sequel, The Marvels, has finally started to build a head of steam. Now, the new footage repeated a lot of what we saw in the trailers, and we do know reshoots started prior to the current WGA and SAG strikes, which was really best case scenario for this project, meaning none of that material is currently delayed, but we could be facing a completely different kind of delay. Now, if you remember correctly, The Marvels was already swapped with Haunted Mansion. The movie was originally set to release on July the 28th, just a couple days from today. But due to those reshoots and some reworking by Marvel Studios, this was at the beginning of that quality over quantity new phase from Kevin Feige, the switch seemed to make a lot of sense and we've steamrolled forward. Well, now we got a new report from Bloomberg, and this doesn't sound like very good news for Marvel fans. Now, according to Bloomberg, they're reporting that Disney is now considering the possibility of pushing back multiple titles from their 2023 release dates. And sadly, it appears The Marvels is one of those movies. Now, the report does go on to say that the main reason for the delay isn't because actors are needed to shoot more material or writers to write updated scripts. It's all about being unable to handle the promotional commitments that go along with being the centerpiece of one of these movies. Now, many people might not think that's a big deal, but if the strike isn't over by November, and sadly it's appearing it could drag on at least that long, you won't see any of the usual press interviews and junkets and social media videos that are meant to build buzz and increased interest amongst moviegoers, hence leading to more ticket sales. Add in the fact that a lot of these movies are promoted on late night talk shows, which also aren't happening, you can see how this problem turns into a full-fledged promotional crisis and could cause Disney brass to want to delay the movie. Now, the biggest thing the Marvels has going for it right now, though, is a lot of this marketing has already started to move forward. We already got 2 trailers, and the standees are starting to show up in theaters across the country. So to push the movie into next May, for example, Marvel would basically have to roll all that back and undo all the promotional work, lose all the money spent, and start over in a couple of months. That also doesn't sound like a great idea for Marvel or Disney. Now, Marvel or Disney haven't spoken to this at all as of yet, so the movie hasn't been moved. But I think we need to keep a close eye on this because Marvel just had a big win with Guardians of the Galaxy, and I'm sure they're looking for a 1-2 punch, and setting up the promotion end of the film for such a failure is not really what they want to do, and honestly will only lead to lower results no matter how that works out. A well-promoted film is going to do better than a not well-promoted film, and that's exactly what will happen if they aren't able to do the press junkets, so hold on to your hats because we might be seeing another delay from Marvel Studios.